Welcome to Google Sheet tutorial. Today, I'll teach you how I have created my bookkeeping spreadsheet in Google Sheet. So with the help of this bookkeeping spreadsheet, you can track all your income, expenses, tax, and you'll also be able to find out what is going to be the total profit for that particular month easily with the help of this bookkeeping sheet. It also comes with the dashboard and the required graphs. So first, I'll show you how this bookkeeping spreadsheet is going to look like. So here is how my bookkeeping spreadsheet will look like. So here is the complete monthly overview you'll be able to see. So you can have the key pointers at the top, like what is going to be the total profit, like the income, expenses, the tax collected, or the net income, net expenses. All these are some of the key pointers I'm having at the top. So then here I have the important two tables. So that's the first is going to be my income table. The next is going to be my expense table. So here I have listed down what are all going to be my different source of income, then the different source of my expenses. So all whatever, wherever I'm trying to spend, so all these expenses are listed over here. So then I have the required graphs like the income was expense, the income breakdown, and the expense breakdown graph also I have. So I'll teach you from scratch how you can actually create a monthly overview for your bookkeeping in Google Sheet. So let's get started. I have opened a new spreadsheet and then I have named it as bookkeeping. So here I'll go and name the sheet as monthly overview. So let me try to completely select this over here and then I'll try to merge center. So here I'll say bookkeeping monthly overview. So this is going to be the title. So I can just try to increase the size of this. I'll make this bold and also I'll make it center align. So let me try to fill a color for this particular cell. So the top we'll be trying to have some key pointers and then our important graphs we'll just try to have it. So I'll just try to come a little bit below and then let's try to create the two important tables. So here I'll just try to select these four cells over here and then I'll try to merge center. So here I'll say income details. So that's going to be the first table. So below this one, I'll have my income. Then next, I'll try to have what is going to be my net income. Then what is going to be my tax and the total value I'll just try to calculate. So I can just completely select this. I'll increase size, make this bold, and also I'll make it center align. So here I'll just try to fill this with the color. Let me try to little bit adjust these columns over here. So here what I can do is I can just try to list down what are all going to be my incomes. So from where all I'm just trying to get the income, I can just try to list down over here. So let's say that I'm just trying to run a clothing business and I'm trying to sell it on different platforms like Amazon, I have my own website, then a retail store. So all these can be my different source of income. So I'll say first is going to be my website sales. So what it is going to be, so I'll say the net income from the website is going to be $32,000 and the total tax, let's say it's going to be $2,400. Next, let me say from Amazon, what is going to be my sales? And then let's say it's going to be $38,000 and then the tax is going to be $2,800 is going to be the tax. Next, let's say it's going to be from a retail store. So from retail store, it's going to be $21,000. And what is going to be the tax, I'll just try to have over here. So after that, if I have any other channel of sales, then I can just try to have list down all the other sales over here. So let's say here I have only these sales. I'll try to find the total of this value. So it's going to be the net income plus my tax. So this is going to be the value. So I'll just try to flash fill this formula. And let me just try to completely select this and then I'll just try to format this in US dollar currency. So I'll have the currency formatting over here. So I'll completely select this and then let's try to have a border for this one. So I'll try to go and choose a light color and then let me try to have the all line borders over here. So below this one, I'll have total and then let me try to calculate what is going to be my total net income. So here I'll be using the sum formula. So I'll say is equal to sum and then I'll completely select the net income. And then here we have the total sum of our net income. Then here I'll try to find the sum of the total taxes. Next is going to be my sum of the total value, the total income value. I'll just try to select it. So here is my total income. We are able to get it. So this particular row also, I can just try to select this and then I can highlight this completely. Oh shit. So this is going to be my income details table. So next is, let me try to have the other table that is going to be the important table, our expense table. So I'll completely select this and then I'll say merge center. So here I'll say expense details. So below this one, I'll have my expenses, then my net expense. Next is going to be my tax, and then the total value I'll just try to have. So here I'll completely select this and I'll increase the size and I'll make this center line. Also, I can just try to have the background color. So I'll try to have this color. And let me just try to increase the width of these columns. So here what I can do is I can try to list down all my expenses in this particular table. So let's say as I'm running a clothing brand, I can have like the material cost. So I'll say what is going to be my material cost. So that is going to be the first expense. So whatever is going to be my net expense, I'll just try to have it over here. So I'll say $7,800 and 780 is going to be the tax. Then next comes the packaging cost, whatever I'm going to have. So I'll say packaging cost, and then whatever is going to be the net expense for the packaging. Let's say I'm going to spend like $2,100, and then the tax is going to be like $140 is going to be the tax. Then comes my shipping cost. So if any transportation or shipping cost, whatever is involved, so I can just try to have that. So it's going to be $800, and then $40 is going to be the tax. Then I have my labor charges. So here the labor charges, it can be like whether we are having like the salesperson, for accounting, like admin, marketing person, then for like a tailor, who we're going to have in our like factory, inventory manager, everything, all these total labor cost, whoever we are going to have, we can just try to have the sum of all the total expenses for the labors over here. So let's say it's going to be like $12,400. And the tax is going to be $1,800 is going to be the tax. Let's consider. So next is we can have the rental cost. So the rental, I'll have it as $2,100, and the tax is going to be $200 is going to be the rent for our wherever we are going to have the factory rental, or it can be the store rental. All these things we can just try to list down over here. So apart from that, if we have any other bills like the phone bill, the Wi-Fi bill, some subscription bills, whatever we have, so that bills we can just try to add over here. So I'll say $230, and it's going to be like $18 is going to be the GST, like the tax, whatever we're going to pay. So I'll completely select this, and then I'll convert this into US dollars. So here let's try to find the total. So the total is nothing but it's going to be the expenses plus my taxes. So this is going to be the total. So I'll try to flash fill this over here. So here you can see the total values we have got for all our expenses. Now let's try to completely select this till here. Let me try to draw the borders. So here I'll have my total, and then first is going to be the total of my expenses, the net expenses. So here I'll say is equal to sum, and then let me try to completely select this range. So here I have my total expenses. Now next is going to be is equal to sum. I'll have my total taxes. Next is going to be the total value of the expenses. So I'll completely select, then I'll select the range. So here is my total expenses. So this is going to be important. So I can just try to completely select this, and then I'll try to increase the size, and let me also try to fill this with the color. So now I have completed what is going to be the different income sources and what are our complete expense breakdown. We have the complete tables we have created over here. So now let me try to go to the dashboard. So here we are going to have some important like key pointers at the top. So I'll just try to merge center this one. So here also I'll just try to merge here. So like this, we'll just try to have some different like 8 key pointers over here. So I'll just try to paste this. So I can just, I'll just try to increase the width of these columns over here. So these are going to be my important key pointers. So first, let me have what is going to be the month. So here I'll have for which month we are trying to do. Next is going to be my net income. So what is the net income? Then I'll try to have our total profit. Then I'll have my net expenses. Then at the top, let me try to have my total income. And then here I'll have my total expenses. So below here, I'll try to have what is going to be the taxes paid, and here I'll have my taxes collected. So these are the different key pointers we have at the top. So now I'll just try to completely select this, and then I can just try to do the formatting and select all these key pointers over here. And then let me try to increase the size of this to like 15, and then I'll make this bold. Also, I'll make this center aligned. Next is I'll also add the borders, like all line borders for this. So now I can just try to go and fill the colors for each and every key pointer. So like a different color, we can just try to fill. So I'll go and select each and every key pointer, and then the title for that, we can have it in different colors. So now I have like added the colors for these key pointers. Next is we need to say the month. So let's say I've given the values for the month of August. So I'll say August. Now we need to have our net income. So the net income is nothing but this is the net income. So here we have our complete net income. So the total value of the net income is given below, right? So the sum of this value. So we need to have this cell over here. So I'll say is equal to this particular cell I'll select. So here you can see I'm getting the net income value at the top. Next is going to be the net expenses. So net expenses is nothing but it's going to be equal to. So here we have a total value of net expenses given over here. So I'll just try to have this value. So here is the net expenses. Next is going to be the total income and total expense. So the total income is nothing but the total value, the sum of the net income plus taxes we have, right? So that is going to be the total value over here. So I'll say is equal to, and then I'll try to select the total value. So here we have a total income value we'll be having. Next is the total expense. So I'll say is equal to, and the total expense value we'll just try to have it over here. So next we have the taxes paid and taxes collected. So taxes paid is nothing but how much ever we have like paid. Okay, so whenever we're going to like purchase something, so we are trying to pay the taxes. So that is going to be the taxes paid. So here I'll say is equal to, so the total taxes paid we have over here. The taxes collected is nothing but, so from our customers, when we're going to like sell any product to the customers, we're going to collect the taxes. So that is going to be the taxes collected. So here I'll say is equal to the sum of taxes collected. So we'll have that over here. So now we have all this. So now let's try to calculate our total profit. So the total profit is nothing but it's going to be equal to my total income subtracted by my total expenses. So J7 cell minus M7. So we have this over here. So now when I select, here is my total profit. So for the month of August, the total profit is $69,692. So we can easily calculate our profit with the help of this formula. So now we have like filled all our key pointers on a dashboard. So next is we'll just try to create a graph to like show the different like expenses or income, how it is going to look like. So first I'll select the net income and net expenses over here. I'll go to insert, and then let me try to create a chart. So here is my chart we are having. So this is the net income versus net expense chart. So I'll just try to have the chart over here. So I'll try to go and have the title for the chart as net income versus net expense. So this is going to be the chart. So here I can also go and try to change the color of this. So the income, we'll have it in a green color, and this one we'll just have it in a light red color over here. So here you can see we are having the income and net expenses. This is going to be the chart. And next is we have different sources of income and different sources of like the different expenses we have, right? So here I'll just try to create I'll completely select the income, and I'll try to completely select the total value of these incomes. So here let me try to go and create a chart. So here you can see there's the total like complete breakdown of our income we have. So from which source, how much income we are able to get easily with the help of this chart, you can easily say. So let me say the chart title is going to be income breakdown. So that's going to be the chart title. So also we can try to change the colors into our theme colors. So here you can see that like from our sales, Like 41% of our income is from like Amazon. Next is going to be our website sales. It's like 35%. Then our retail is going to like constitute 23%. So here we have a complete the breakdown of our income with the help of this simple pie chart we'll be able to get. Similarly, we'll just also try to do for our expense. So here we have all our expense and the total value of our expenses. I'll completely select. I'll try to go and insert a chart. So here I have this column chart. So let me try to have a bar chart over here like this. So here I'll have the title of the chart as expense breakdown. So this is going to be a chart. So also I'll try to change the color of this to this color. So I'll little bit reduce the size of this particular chart and let me try to place the chart over here. So here I have my expense breakdown. So from this particular chart, what you can actually see is that where we are trying to spend more amount, our expense, like where we are trying to spend more. Like for labor, you can see that's the highest. Then comes our material cost. Then comes our packaging, rental, then our shipping and bills. So easily you will be able to see our expense breakdown. So where like we are trying to spend the most. So these are some of the important graphs. So you can easily try to like visualize a complete income, your complete expense, and how our net income versus net expense, you will be able to see it. So first we have like created our income table, then our expense table, then we found out the key pointers like the total profit, what is going to be the total income, expense, net income, net expense, everything we found out. And also we created a graph to show our monthly overview of our income, expense, everything. So like this, you can actually create a simple bookkeeping, like a monthly overview spreadsheet on Google Sheet. So if you wish to use the bookkeeping spreadsheet, if you want to download and use this one, I have given the link in the description. You can just try to go and download this bookkeeping spreadsheet from there. Also, I have created multiple templates for small businesses like the sales CRM, like the risk assessment, income expense, profit and loss statement, many templates I have created. So if you wish to use these templates, you can visit my website plrduck.com and then you can try to download these templates from there. The great thing is that these templates are available for both Google Sheet and Excel. It also comes with master resale rights and commercial rights, where you can try to edit these templates as per your wish and then share it with as many people you like. I hope you would have liked this video. Please do like and subscribe my channel for more such content. Thanks for watching this tutorial. I'll see you in another Excel or Google Sheet tutorial.